so it's Friday the 10th of October. Jana is standing there making phone calls or pretending to or doing something. Anyway, so things that haven't happened yet. Big important thing that hasn't happened yet. Hello Jana.
Hello.
No. Big important thing that hasn't happened yet. That wire still hasn't been linked up with that other wire. So we still don't actually have a landline. Anyway, this little bed thing that was cleared last weekend, which you can't see because it's got a ladder and some stuff on it, but it was fine. The grass was cut a bit as well, which is good. It's going to be cut again tomorrow. And as a consequence of 18 bags of rubbish and some branches being taken away last Tuesday, this pile is now about half the size it was. So we'll have another go at that this weekend. I've also, unfortunately, to get all the creepers and runners and things out, had to marmalise these poor little lily things down here. Oh, wherever they are. Because I had to get into the roots to actually get the other roots out, and I also tidied up this little section. So that's actually all mint. Anyway, yeah. So if you look in here in the garage, what you can see from outside is that it looks like a butcher's shop. So it's tiled, and it's tiled on that far wall, on this right-hand wall where the washing machine things are going to be, and now on the floor. It's just been grouted, so that's all drying, and we can walk on it in a couple of days. But I'll show you it again from the inside in a second. So, it's actually as close as we can get to the inside of the garage, to be honest with you, from the front, because we can't walk on it. But anyway, there you can see, it's just all nicely tiled and drying, and yeah, all good. Going to look a bit clinical for a while it's empty, but it'll be fine once it's got stuff in it. And what you can also see, if I come around here, is that we've got these little bumps. These are the separators between the floor types, and we've got little edgings onto the wall there, so when this gets painted it shouldn't look too weird. And another one will come through the doorway there as well. But anyway, all looking very nice. And also, I will turn the light on, but I've just blown the bulb. The toilet downstairs now has a floor, and it turns out those bottom row of tiles were exactly perfect to not need replacing. So they are damaged, but they're damaged below the level of the floor, which is good. So these are the new tiles that came from Plus, from the Sunny Dump, and there's another floor separator thing there. There should be one here too, into the downstairs bedroom, but that's not quite arrived yet. So we're still waiting for windows. The windows haven't come in today, they're coming on Monday. Here's the silly lock thing that came off the top of the window, but we've now found the keys, having searched through all the keys in the key cupboard. So we've sold that one and the kitchen one, so they can go back on now without too much danger. In the ensuite, we now have this shower cubicle running down to that drain, which has just been grouted again. So that slopes into the drain. There's a little tiny step up, and then this is just a little bit higher. So basically, if that floor gets wet, you can just run the water straight into there and it'll go down the drain. And the lower layer of tiles has been replaced, and they are very, very slightly different in colour from the ones that were in there originally, but they had to be replaced. You can see it if you look for it. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, once the wall radiator's on there and it's being used, it's not going to be something we're going to take any notice of. And again, a little floor separator. So, we've also got switches and things in here. That radiator will go back on the wall, and yeah, it's taking shape nicely in here actually. So, living room. The living room is currently full of kitchen. We just waited 10 minutes at the end of the road to try and get into the Molenwerf, because the kitchen lorry was reversing back out. For some reason, he decided to reverse back out rather than just turning around. But anyway, here is oh, there's Jan. Anyway, here are the various bits of the kitchen, including my very snazzy Le Mans system, which is there, £2 in that box. But anyway, and here is Jana's very shiny black worktop, which is not actually that shiny, it's actually quite nice. And it's got a little water protecting edge on the end of it, which is good. and various bits of kitchenware. Here's the hob, and here's a fridge freezer, and an oven, and an oven, and an oven, and something else. Anyway, sadly you can't see the kitchen tiles, although Class took a picture of them earlier and they look absolutely bloody lovely, but they've been protected with this stuff. They can be walked on, so I'm alright to be in here. But that blue thing is a heater, heating that corner, which is still not quite dry enough to paint. And that is still the dehumidifier. So basically, this is still being dried and dehumidified. But if you look closely, what you can see all the way through here is that the ceiling has actually been painted. So the ceiling has been painted white all the way through. There's a couple of patches that we've noticed over there, but we'll talk to the painters about that. So basically things have been happening all at once. The tiling has been happening and the painting has been happening and other bits and pieces have been happening too. In the office, not a lot's happened to be honest. The switches are now complete. There are no holes left in the wall, it's just switches and things, and the light switches are in. But that's pretty much done. If we go up our lovely stairs, that's now been rectified, that stupid problem that we caused by putting the switches in the wrong place. Anyway, if we go upstairs and we go to the right, going over this room separator thingy, here is a completely tiled out ensuite bathroom. So there's where the wall radiator is going to go in, and yeah, that's all tiled off behind where the toilet's going to be, and that's where the bathroom, the sink unit's going to be. So this is all completely done. So as you walk in currently, that's what you see. All rather chic. Nothing much has happened in the builder's lounge. You can now see where those doors are. They will be painted white. Very simple at the end of the room there. And ditto with the doors. Going over the room separator again. In this room, they'll all be painted white. And there it says extra deux on the wall. And there is indeed an extra deux there. And moving into main bedroom, I didn't think anything had happened here, but again, the ceiling's been painted, and this switch now has up and down buttons on it. And if I press the down button, magic happens. Basically, the fitted blind is now completely in, and can pretty much black this room out. So that's good. And it's just working on two switches at the side of the wall there. It disappears up into a roller that's set into the frame, so you can't actually really see it from inside or from outside. But anyway, that's lovely. And yeah, I think that's about it. We've got to leave the heater and the dehumidifier on over the weekend to try to dry the walls a bit more for the painters on Mondays, and so the kitchen can be fitted to a completely dry kitchen. So it's actually quite warm and very, very dry in here at the moment. But yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll leave it there. Nothing's happened in the bathroom, just having a look. Right. Bye then.